Well, I don't know as we made that decision. I think the Lord made that decision for us in the sense that the conditions were right, that He opened those doors for us to make that move. I don't think either church or either congregation set out to purposely do that. What started out as something unknown by all of us has turned out to work out pretty well.
Moved away, probably was gone 8 or 10 years, but it was the transitional period when Emmanuel was formed. And when we came back, at first I was like, wow, this is too big, I didn't feel connected as well because it was such a big congregation. So we went to a smaller church in the community, a different one. But overwhelmingly what brought me back was the fact that Emmanuel hasn't wavered from the Bible.
Well, I started coming to Emmanuel because I had gotten involved in the youth group, and then after a while my family started coming to church on Sunday morning as well.
I've always been here as long as I can remember. I don't remember not, so I don't know. I've just always been here.
We were looking for a church and we came to the candlelight Christmas Eve service. And then we're invited back to regular services.
My perspective of going away and coming back at first was like, holy cow, this is really nice and it's really big. And I still tease that we're going to have a rearrange the chair day at Emmanuel, and everybody from the left side is going to go to the right side, And I see people during communion, it's like, oh, that's where you sit, That's just one of the pitfalls of a bigger church, but they were there when we needed them.
We like the programming quite a bit as far as what's offered for the kids. And then once I got the girls into American Heritage Girls and now the Trail Life program's coming in, that made it extremely popular with us that there would be something besides just Sunday morning and that's it. Because we have the Wednesday night program as well. From day one, it felt like we were there with family. We didn't feel like we were just a number or just in the back pew and nobody said anything to us. It just immediately felt like family.
Half the people that go to Emmanuel, I guess I am related to them in some fashion. I've never understood how. I know bits and pieces, and then I learn a little bit every time, and then I forget some of it, I'm sure, but I don't really know what all the links are, but I just know that there's a lot of cousins.
A lot of the older people act like aunts and uncles, and the older people kind of surrogate grandparents basically, because we don't have a lot of relatives up here. So that's kind of a guidance to them, somebody other than us.
I wasn't related to anybody until I married him, and now I'm related to half the church.
When I was younger, I was forced to go to church, and I never really cared for it when I was younger. I actually felt like I belonged at Emmanuel.
In our church work, that was one of the purposes that we've always maintained, was having a place where we could train our young people in the Bible and share the truth with them in a place where they could learn and make their decisions about their own faith and make it available to not only our own young people, but to all young people that would come our way.
You see that in youth with these kids. Talking with them, we want to have fun, we want to learn about a Bible lesson, but what we found is the more we offer them meat to chew on instead of fluff, they go at it every time. They would prefer the meat. In other churches, they were working too hard at telling me what I wanted to hear instead of what I needed to hear. I've never had that problem with Emmanuel.
Listening to what the Bible has to say and not what other people perceive it to be.
Straight what the Bible teaches, not we're going to interpret it this way, we're going to interpret it that way, and make it our own.
Remember what Jesus told us. If you love me, you'll keep my commandments. Be obedient and be faithful.
Don't ever apologize for being a Christian. Don't ever apologize for trying to walk the way that you're supposed to walk. Don't buy into what the world is trying to shove down your throat.
Keep it simple. Stay with the Bible.
A spade is called a spade, whether you like to hear it or not. And if you hang on to that truth, the rest will fall in place. And that's what got us to where we are now. That's why we are as committed as we are now, and why we, don't plan on going anywhere.
A lot more people there are open-minded to listen to you and not judge you.
Similar people would, that they believe the same thing that you do, and that you can talk to them, you can trust them.
The church means a lot to me, and it's. I want it to stay true to the Bible. I want it to stay truthful.
And it's good for our kids to meet more people from the community that goes to the same church and has the same perspective on things.